to let the polar vortex get the best of me. We are installing our wood burning stove, and due to the high price of propane, I will have a wood burning stove before that, so now's the time. We're going to rip this closet out today. Out here is a chimney. We're going to put a wood burning stove in right here. I don't have an alternative fuel source for this house. We need to have a secondary source. I always like to have options. I hope you do too. Have fun watching. Okay, let him rip. Oh, hit it. I think we're going to have to do a little more. Now we're talking. Embed the hammer right in. There you go. Okay, we're looking at my Defiant flashlight. It's a wonderfully bright, powerful light. One click on, one click off. I've got a tactical LED flashlight review video you definitely want to watch. And it shows just how powerful these are. But I do want a high-powered light so I can take my mirror that I've got right here. It's a mirror, a mechanic's tool mirror. What we want to do is look up the chimney with it. You'll see how it works in a second. Okay, we are looking at where the chimney ends. Hopefully there's not too many bad spiders in there. We're looking at where the chimney terminates. The end of it is right here. You can see it finishing out there. It's run, or starting its run, and then this tough on the fingernails. There we go. Now we'll look inside here. Look at that. Icicles. Oh, it's so darn cold. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shine the light. I'm going to extend this guy out. There we go. Now my mirror is extended out. Now I'm going to go down inside there. Well, the plan is to shoot this light up the chimney. Can you see that in there? Kind of hard to see, but I'm shooting the light. There it is, right up there. If you can see the mirror, you can see. It's better to do this in the daylight, which I've already done. But you can see the yellow tiles all the way up. See that? The point is that you've got to look up the chimney. Which, like I said, during the day I already did with a high-powered light, and it looks wonderful with the yellow ceramic tile square chimney liner. So now we're good to go. I'm going to go outside and inspect the chimney. In some chimneys there's a clean out outside. This one does not have it. So let's look at our chimney. No cracks, no air gaps. The tuck pointing looks to be in good shape. Continue up the chimney. See what I'm talking about by a high-powered flashlight? How wonderful that is. Chimney looks fantastic all the way up. All right, well, let's get to work and poke a hole in this thing. This is the best spot in the house to put a modest wood-burning stove. It's going to sit on the platform where all that stuff is right there. Now I've identified where the chimney is, and I've opened up the wall, and we will be putting a hole right where that circle is. We're going to drill through the brick, knock it out, put a pipe in there. This is an existing chimney. It's about 100 years old, just over 100 years old. The house was built in 1909. It's now 2014.
First we went to the store and got a good quality 1/4-inch carbide drill bit. Sure, it was long enough to go through the brick of the chimney and the liner.
Okay, go ahead, drill away. Well, now it's time to knock out the chimney, and we've got a little helpful air hammer. So we're gonna pop that out of there. Well, if you don't have one of these, this is gonna be a long day for you, because this is really tough work. A little bit more effort than meets the eye, but we've got to the liner. We've got holes punched through the liner. Well, we've made headway here. The bricks are now been removed. Now we need to get to that liner that's in there, and I'm very grateful that we didn't hit a seam in it, and it looks like we are going to be able to chip that out of there and have a stovepipe hole in shortly. Here we go. Now we're going to chip out the liner. Carefully. Well, the chimney is now cut open. You have to be very careful. The air chisel worked beautifully. And now we've got our opening that our pipe fits in there very nicely. Look at that. It's just a very nice fit. Now we're at the consistency I want it to be in. So it's like kind of like peanut butter. It'll kind of hold its shape, but yet it's squishy too. The smoother the better. Then we'll work our pipe in there. That's where the water kind of comes out of it. There's a little bit of an edge up here at the top. And okay, here we go. I think I'm going to put the seam down. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Very nice. Very nice. You want it to bond all together like one continuous piece of. Okay, got the last little bit of mortar. It's almost done, and I'm packing it in there like this. We'll build it up a little bit as well around the edges. Make sure your mortar is mixed very well. That way it's not, you don't find any areas of powder, and it's more consistent. Well, it's about 6 degrees outside, and I'm letting this stay open to let the chimney stay a little bit warm, run some hot air or warmer air through, and there's our pipe protruding out of the chimney. Hopefully you can see, boy, that you see that? You see how smooth that is? Nice.